I'm a history researcher based in Halifax. Last spring I visited a decommissioned lighthouse on Cape Breton Island, part of a heritage documentation project. The lighthouse had been closed to the public for years. I had a permit and the key from the local heritage society. The interior was exactly as expected: dust, rusted equipment, the glass long since removed from the lantern room. In the keeper's quarters I found a logbook in a wooden box under the desk. Standard maritime log, entries going back to the 1940s. The last official entry was dated 1987. I photographed the whole thing page by page. Back in office 2 weeks later I was going through the images when I reached the final pages. After the 1987 entry, near the very back of the book, one more entry. Dated the exact day of my visit. Written in a different hand. It described the weather that morning accurately. It described my car, the color, the make. It described exactly what I was wearing. It had been written in that logbook, sealed in a box under a desk in a locked lighthouse. I confirmed the booking date from my own email records. I went back to the Heritage Society. Showed them the photograph of the entry. An older woman on the board looked at it and then asked me something I didn't expect. She asked, "Did you feel watched while you were there?" I said yes. I had, the whole time, the uncomfortable sense of being observed from the lantern room above. I told myself it was the building. She nodded and said, "The last 4 researchers who visited wrote the same thing in their reports. We've never sent anyone back a second time." I filed my report and closed the project. I have not been back. I've been going through all my photographs from that day. In one image, taken from the doorway as I was leaving, I can see the lantern room window reflected in the lens. There is a shape in the lantern room window. Standing at the glass. It wasn't there when I was inside. The lantern room was empty. I checked.